출근하자마자 10분 독서 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 14페이지 The Picture of Dorian Gray 읽겠습니다. The next morning, Lord Henry went to visit his aunt, Lady Agatha. She was surprised to see him. I thought you, fashionable young man, never got up until this afternoon, she said. Ah, but my dear aunt, I needed some information, you see, replied Lord Henry. I met Dorian Gray yesterday, and I'd like to know more about him. Oh, he's Lord Kelso's grandson, said Lady Agatha. His mother was Lady Margaret Devereux, a very beautiful woman. She ran away from home to marry a poor soldier. He was killed a few months later, and she died soon after her son was born. She was a lovely woman. Dorian Gray has her beauty, and he will, I understand, have his grandson's money. He is, agreed Lord Henry, extraordinarily good-looking. Come to lunch, invited his aunt. Dorian Gray will be here, and you can meet him again. I'd love to come, smiled Lord Henry. As he left, Lord Henry thought about this sad story. He became more interested than ever in this beautiful young man, Dorian Gray. He remembered the night before when Dorian had watched him with his bright blue eyes, half wondering, half afraid. He does not yet know himself, thought Lord Henry with a smile. But I can teach him. Yes, I can influence him in any way that I please. I will teach him to discover the fire of youth and love and life. I will teach him to discover the fire of youth, love, and life. The conversation among the fashionable people at Lady Agatha's lunch was quick and clever. Lord Henry talked in his lazy, amusing way and knew that Dorian Gray was watching and listening. After a while, the conversation turned to a friend's plans to marry an American girl. Why can't these American women stay in their own country? They are always telling us that it is a paradise for women, said Lord Burden. It is, said Lord Henry. That's the reason why they are so happy to escape from it, they say, laughed the man next to Lady Agatha, that when good Americans die, they go to Paris. Really? And where do bad Americans go to when they die? Asked Lady Agatha. They go to America, said Lord Henry. People smiled, and the conversation moved on to other things. Lord Henry took ideas and played with them. He gave them wings, and they flew like brightly colored birds around the room. People laughed and smiled and told him that he should be more serious, but Dorian Gray never took his eyes away from Lord Henry. After lunch, Lord Henry said that he was going to the park, and as he left the room, Dorian Gray touched his arm. May I come with you? He asked. But I thought, you'd promised to go and see Basil Hallward, Lord Henry replied. Yes, but I'd prefer to come with you. Please let me, said Dorian. I want to listen to you talking. Nobody speaks as well as you do. Ah, I've talked enough for today. Lord Henry smiled. But you may come with me if you want to. The young man in love. Love is more beautiful than art. Beautiful thing than art. One afternoon, a month later, Dorian Gray visited Lord Henry. Dorian was excited, and his eyes were shining. Harry, he began. I'm discovering life. I'm doing everything that you told me to do. I'm in love. Who are you in love with? Asked Lord Henry calmly. With an actress. Oh, every man's in love with an actress at some time in their lives, said Lord Henry. No, Harry, this is different. She's wonderful. Her name is Sibyl Vane, and one day she will be a famous actress. She really is extraordinarily clever. really가 보통은 비동사 다음일 것 같은데 really is 이렇게 쓰네요. My dear boy, said Henry in his lazy voice, no woman is extraordinarily clever. Women have nothing to say, but they say it's beautiful. There are only 5 women in London who can give you real conversation. But tell me about your wonderful actress. How long have you known her? Harry, I will tell you all about her, but you must promise not to laugh. Lord Henry listened and smiled. Dorian had discovered an old, dirty theatre in a poor street in London. He had gone in to look for adventure, but had found love. He told Lord Henry. The play had been Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Romeo was a fat old man with a terrible voice, but Juliet, oh Harry, she was about 17, with dark brown hair and a face like a flower. She was the loveliest girl that I'd ever seen in my life, and her voice was like music. I love her, Harry. She's everything to me. Every night I go to see her in different plays, and she's always beautiful. There is a reason, I suppose, why you never have dinner with me now, said Lord Henry. Oh, Harry, you and I see each other every day. We always have lunch together, said Dorian in surprise. I have to go see Sibyl in the theater every night. You and Basil must come with me to see her. Then you can see yourself how wonderful she is. Come tomorrow. Very well, my dear Dorian. We'll come and watch your Juliet. But you will be in love in many times, you know. This is only the beginning. After Dorian had gone, Lord Henry smiled to himself. How amusing it was to watch this young man, he thought. He was very different from the frightened boy in Basil Howard's house. He had opened like a flower in the sun, and was learning to enjoy every pleasure in life. And it is I, thought Lord Henry, who have taught him how to do this. When Lord Henry returned home that night, there was a letter for him lying on the table. It told him that Dorian Gray was going to marry Sibyl Vane. Mother, I'm so happy, cried the girl. And you must be happy too. Mrs. Vane put her with white hands on her daughter's head. I'm only happy when I see you in the theater, she said. And we are poor. We need money. Don't forget that. What do we know about this young man? You don't know his real name or anything about him. No, but I call him Prince Charming. He's everything to me. I love him. He loves me. Oh, mother, let me be happy. You are too young to think of love, said her mother. She looked at her daughter's lovely face and tried to warn her of the dangers of love, but the girl did not listen. She was locked in her prison of love. At that moment, the girl's brother entered the room. He was a heavy, dark young man, not at all like his sister. I've heard about a gentleman who visits you every night at the theater, he said to his sister. Who is he? What does he want? Oh, James, don't be angry with me, said Sibyl. You are leaving for Australia tomorrow, and today is your last day. Come for a walk with me in the park. I'll go and get ready. She danced out of the room, and her mother and her brother could hear her singing as she ran upstairs. James Vane turned to his mother. My new life as a sailor will keep me away from England for many years, he said, but I don't like to leave Sibyl alone. Sibyl has me, her mother, and said Mrs. Vane quietly. Then take care of her. James Vane gave his mother a long, hard look. If that man hurts my sister, I will find him and kill him like a dog. 여기까지 읽겠습니다.